What is going on, guys? Bronze Tech here. I wanted to show you guys my work from home setup for 2020. So the reason why I wanted to show you guys this was because I felt like I collected a good amount of electronics that, I really searched and reviewed for online, and I wanted to make sure I was making the best purchase, the most functional products, not just, products that were overhyped or, that have a really cool brand, but I wanted to buy a product that had really good reviews and functionally it was something that's going to serve its purpose. So as a content creator, as a music producer, I really needed a good setup, and also I would do work from home as well. So I really needed a good setup to kind of utilize it as a tool to be more efficient at what I do, and also to produce amazing things, because if you're going to spend a lot of hours in front of a screen working, you're definitely going to need something that you're going to feel comfortable using. And with all the setups, with the new technology that's coming out, especially with ultrawides, I definitely think that with content like this, it's definitely good to share this type of stuff so that other people can be inspired and utilize the same tools that I'm using, so that you guys can create content for yourselves and maybe share some of your content online as well. So I'm going to dive into the essentials that I think everyone should definitely have in their desk setup. And the first one's going to be the monitor. One thing that really gives you an upgrade is an ultrawide monitor. So I've been using an ultrawide monitor for about a year now, and I can say that it's definitely increased my productivity, allowed me to view different things side to side, and I would definitely not trade it for anything else. Like, I would even trade it for a slower computer. If I had to give up a computer or monitor, I would trade it a slower computer for a really good monitor instead of a really good computer versus a regular size 16:9 monitor. And the reason I say this is because it's definitely great for gaming as well. I mean, I have spent a lot of hours gaming, and it's just beautiful to play first-person shooters on. I also posted an in-depth video about an ultrawide. You can definitely check it out right here. And then also, it's definitely good. I mean, nowadays you can get an ultrawide monitor for around $400. I definitely, did my research as far as, the best price per performance and stuff like that. And if you want a good ultrawide monitor, definitely look to spend around $300 to $400 for the best price. Another key essential part of my desk setup is the desk itself. I'm a person who does value aesthetics, like as you've seen in my other videos. I definitely wanted something that was cheap but looked nice, so I went to IKEA, like every other YouTuber and every other tech YouTuber. So I went to IKEA and I bought this this wooden desk, this light wooden desk. I'll show the picture right here, and I think it was around $60 to $100. I had legs that I used secondhand, but the legs are only like $10 or something like that. So you can essentially you can get a pretty good large desk for around $120. And this is definitely an essential part of a really nice looking desk setup. I definitely wanted the darker wood, but this was the cheapest. This was cheaper than the darker wood option that's actually used as a tabletop. But if you want a cheap budget desk option, this is the combination I definitely recommend. And the wood looks actually nice. It's kind of scuffed up right now, but I've been using it for a year now, and it's one of the best desks I ever used, because it has so much space. You can definitely lay out all your products, all your peripherals, and even have room for an ATX or an ITX case on the desk. And especially if you're going to use an ultrawide monitor like this, it's definitely useful to have a bigger desk. Another essential component of my desk setup is the speakers. A lot of tech YouTubers aren't really audiophiles from what I've seen. When they show the desk setups, it doesn't really show high quality speakers or even reference monitors. And as a music producer, I've had these for a few years, and I feel like they definitely have served its purpose. And I always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I've never had the need or had the want to upgrade these, because they've definitely blown my mind as far as audio experience. And as a music producer, it's important to hear sounds as they are, and to its truest form. Especially, and when you watch movies with this, you definitely hear every noise as well. So as far as immersive experience, I definitely recommend these, or any good studio monitors. The cheapest you can probably get are probably like $100 each, but definitely invest in these if you are a music producer, or if you are an audiophile, definitely get reference monitors. I definitely recommend them, and they're great for gaming, great for movie watching as well. It definitely helps my setup to become more immersive. It's also important to make sure you set up your speakers on speaker stands because you don't want the bass reverberating on your desk. So I'll leave a link for those as well. Up next, we got my peripherals. I do have a Midi keyboard for production. As I start to learn to play the piano more as a music producer, I definitely want a larger keyboard, but that's what got me started in music production. I definitely, banged out a few melodies with that bad boy over there, and it's small. It's a small keyboard. It's portable as well. You don't really need anything too complex unless you're playing some really, complex melodies with chords as well. So that's the Akai MPK Mini. Definitely recommend that, and it looks dope for just to leave on my desk as well. So the keyboard that I have is the Pro 2, and these are the cherry red switches. So this keyboard actually, I did see a lot of reviews and a lot of people complaining about the Bluetooth connection problems with this. Yeah, the Bluetooth connection is there. Sometimes I might get it every once in a while, but it's not as bad as what people say. But the only problem I'm having with the Pro 2 is, first of all, it was pretty expensive, and secondly, the Oben software kit or whatever controls the lighting and the RGB and the backlighting of the keyboard, it doesn't work all the time. Sometimes, I come back, I press the key, and it's like there's no light. So it's just something that kind of I have to reset every time on the Oben software kit. That's only downside of the Pro 2s. Other than that, I love the stock keycaps. I don't have no need to upgrade those. I know a lot of people are, mechanical keyboard heads, and they're awesome. The cherry reds are definitely my favorite I tried blues, I tried Gator and browns, and cherry reds are just the best sounding and the best feeling. It's nice and soft and easy to hit. So I recommend those types, and I really wanted a 60% small keyboard so that I can, kind of have room for my mouse when I'm playing FPS games. It's definitely important to have something small for me. So in addition, I do have that Corsair Harpoon wireless mouse that I've been using for over a year now, and it's still held up, still one of my favorite lightweight mouse. I've compared it to the Logitech G305, and I still like that because I still like the Corsair Harpoon. It's lighter. It definitely, if you have the claw grip like me, definitely something that works well. It's held up for a year, and I use it to play a lot of FPS games, and the quicker you are and the more comfortable you are with your mouse, you're going to be able to be more productive when it comes to clicking things on the screen, especially when you're working with Excel sheets, or you're even working with any program, with Premiere, with Ableton, any music production software. It's definitely useful to have a mouse that suits you. So yeah, I still recommend it. It's held up, and it's something I would not upgrade. I even, like I said, I tried to compare it to a MX Master and the Logitech G305. Logitech G305 is really small, so I'll link those mounts down below if you want to check them out. This actually designs my desk itself. is a gaming mat, and I think this is kind of an underrated product to have on your desk, because it's kind of like you can customize your desk, or everyone can buy the same hardwood desk, but you can customize your desk even further by buying a really cool gaming mat. I think it's really good to have a high quality gaming mat because when you're gaming, it's definitely good to have room. The one that I got is the Corsair, I don't know, it's the one that you can buy from Best Buy. It's the Corsair XL version, and it's got a really sweet design. It's definitely gave my desk setup something else to look at besides the peripherals. So definitely worth it. It's only like 10-15 bucks for just a straight black one, but I definitely want to get another one with a better design. So all right, lastly, I do have my Logitech webcam that I use sometimes when I'm streaming. I also have this mic. It's the Blue Yeti, and I did buy a speaker stand that attaches to my desk. It clamps onto the desk so that it can it doesn't get, whenever you hit the desk, you kind of hear the reverberation. So this kind of minimizes it. It's not as good as a shock mount. Oh, also one thing, I also did buy a mounting clamp for my monitor, and that really cleans up the look. Instead of having a stand, really maximizes the space of a desk, and I'll leave the link for that as well. So I hope you guys like my work from home setup for 2020. I mean, this has just been a crazy year, so I hope this at least kind of alleviates your consumeristic needs. Yes, this stuff kind of takes time. Just like when you decorate your room, there's gonna be things that you can't really afford right now, but some of these are really budget options, just like the light strip, or even the desk mat. The monitor was the key piece, the centerpiece of this whole setup. I wanted to inform you guys that even an ultra wide monitor is somewhat affordable. You could buy a smaller one for around 150 bucks, 200 bucks, but this is definitely something that I think it's worthwhile an investment, especially if you are a music producer and a content creator. Yeah, I do love doing laptop and computer reviews, but that's just because I do like to game. So if you want to game, you need really good hardware. That's just the facts right there. I haven't had any problems with any of these products actually, so I definitely want to recommend them to you guys so that you guys will know that you're buying something that will last a while, and help you do whatever you need to do as far as being a content creator or music producer or anything else like a video editor. Definitely recommend all these products that I have. They haven't given me any problems whatsoever. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I definitely want to do more things like this, and I want to do more reviews on laptops as well. Let me know if you guys like my desk setup, and if you're inspired by this, definitely. And even if you have ideas that you want to share or any products that you want to share with us, leave a comment down below. We'll definitely respond to you as well. And if you have any questions, let me know as well. But yeah, this is my desk setup for 2020. Hope you guys liked it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.